What the hell is up? My name is Jamie Logan, and today we are asking people why the f they still eat animals.
Well, I don't eat meat every day. I just go by whatever I feel like.
We need actual protein.
How the hell am I still alive then?
I haven't had any meat in 46 years.
I feel like this wind is killing me today. So what do you think about eating animals?
I f***ing love it.
And the animal suffered for your choice.
Thank you for the animal.
Huh?
I'm zooted right now, so I can't even think right now.
Zooting?
I'm zooted.
Oh, okay. Super important questions to answer today. So what do you think about my sign?
It's weird.
Why do you think it's weird?
We eat meat. We're animals. We eat meat. We're carnivores. We eat vegetables.
If the plant tastes like a piece of chicken, I'm gonna be vegan.
We can make that happen, absolutely.
I ain't even gonna lie, I'm 100% against vegans. I ain't even gonna lie.
Why?
I mean, you know, chicken got taste and stuff for me. It's like waking up eating vegetables like Gandhi or something, like for me.
Vegans just simply want to reduce suffering for animals. So, for example, if you saw a dog walking down the street and you saw somebody kicking a dog, would you try and stop them?
Wait, huh?
I mean, it really depends on what you're eating. I mean, there's a reason why viruses exist. Go to YouTube and write the word Africa or Asia. Look what they consume. It's disgusting.
It's super interesting you say that because during the pandemic, we obviously had an outbreak of a zoonotic virus, but people fail to recognize that we have over 80 live animal wet markets in New York City.
Animal cruelty has got to be stopped.
Is that why you went vegan?
Yeah, and nutritionally, it's much healthier.
Much healthier. Are you also vegan?
No, I love meat.
You love meat? Oh, but what about what happens to the animals?
I don't know.
That's somewhat disappointing.
What do you think about eating animals?
I f***ing love it.
That's gross.
I think we could have like a more ethical way of farming for sure, but yeah.
Humans eat meat to survive. Unfortunately, meat is over-processed, and so I agree with you on that point, like where animals are specifically farmed to produce food for humans, but eating meat per se, I do, and so I don't agree with that.
What if the dog just bit some kid that you ain't see, and the guy is reprimand? I don't know what I'm talking about.
But what about like farm animals that didn't do anything wrong, that were just bred into existence to be killed?
We all from me. We all come and go from me. That's like a living thing. So for me, to me, it's like for me, we eat enough for survival for me.
Yeah, the same way how
I feel you. H7N1 bird flu virus is 100 times deadlier than COVID-19, yet everybody still eats chicken.
It's a hard topic to dissect.
If you could have food that tastes just as good, that's also healthier and that doesn't harm animals, would you maybe choose to try consuming that instead?
Yes. Yay! Thank you.
It's just something we've always done, and you know, I think for a lot of people, taste is a big factor.
Yeah.
Just because we love to do something and just because it tastes good, does that justify taking the life of an animal that doesn't want to die just because of pleasure alone?
Yeah.
Do you think we have to eat meat to survive?
When it's cold, yeah.
I must be dead then.
Well, no, it's not that cold, but if you lived in a much colder climate, and the same thing with furs. I don't agree with furs being used for fashion, but furs have been used for millennia to keep humans warm. So they kill the animals, they eat the meat, they use the fur. Nothing's wasted on the animal.
When we look back at our ancestors, we have to think they had to do things for survival. But nowadays, where you and I are in New York City, do we need to eat meat to survive?
Alright, so like that's like asking like if we need planes to survive. For me, if we killing animals, that's like killing planes too. Because for me, lettuce and for me, etc. That's like for me, that's a lot of planes.
Some people don't want to eat meat. Some people have no choice.
But what about you? What about you?
I'm not perfect, but I don't eat monkeys or bats.
Why not?
Because it looks horrible. That's about it. Yeah.
I haven't had any meat in 46 years.
And you're still alive?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Where do you get your protein?
I just get it. I don't think about it that much.
People should just be able to eat and do what they want. Maybe not eat like humans or anything, but you know, I don't know. I think I've given my opinion about this enough.
No, but I think it's super important to think about because so often, 3 times a day, we consume these products Yet so many living beings suffer for our choices alone. Why wouldn't we at least try to reduce where we can?
Yeah, I agree.
If animals are killed in a humane way, like they have been for millennia, where humans are killing animals to survive, there's nothing wrong with that.
How do you humanely drag a knife across an animal's throat that doesn't want to die? Like when we take ourselves or our pets and we put them in the position of one of those animals, is it really that humane?
Humans put knives across other people's throats as well, so...
Do you think that there's a difference between chopping a carrot and cutting an animal's head off?
No.
You don't see the difference between that?
It's still going to end up in the same place. You're going to eat it, for me.
You can't really end it, realistically.
But you and I could take steps in the right direction in our own personal lives to not contribute to that mass suffering.
Yeah, in a way, but it can never be 100%.
Like if kids in general saw how the food got to their plate, how do you think they would react?
If he was with me, I could show him how they get to their plate. He wouldn't like it.
Yeah, and I think as kids, there's a reason that we take kids apple picking and we don't take them to the slaughterhouse.
This stuff, I think, is just as destructive, whatever the heck it is.
Yeah, but at least it's not destructive towards innocent animals. So are we going vegan?
No.
I thought you disagreed with me.
Yeah, but not for me, thanks.
Not for you.
I am gonna keep eating my steak. I'm going to Smith & Wollonsky tonight, actually. Thank you for the animal. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Go to a country where there isn't anything, where there isn't any supermarkets, and you might change your opinion. Because if you don't, if you've got children, an animal needs to be slaughtered so they can feed their children.
Absolutely, and I think that's why I'm not in other countries talking to people that don't have the other option. But where you and I are today, we do have an option to either choose a product that's full of violence and cruelty, or choose a product that doesn't harm animals and that gives us the nutrients that we need. Would you send your dog to the slaughterhouse for a meal that lasts 15 minutes?
Look, I wouldn't send my dog to the slaughterhouse because that's a terrible comparison. But I definitely would if it was just a farm animal that had a good life, lived to a certain amount of time, was happy, and then let's say it gets to the point where like now it's time to eat it. I'm sure the meat would be better.
But what's the difference between a pig and a dog in any way that actually matters?
As long as people in the world are eating certain animals the human body is not supposed to consume, I'll give you a heads up. There'll be other viruses, far worse.
I completely agree with you.
It's definitely a wake-up call for people to change their lifestyles.
You're vegan? Why are you vegan?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much like what it says on the sign. Like, it's f***ed up to eat animals.
Yes.
And then when I learned more about the dairy and like egg industry, I was like, this is just messed up. And I don't know why like it's so hard for people to like understand that. Like, just because we've been doing it for so long doesn't mean it's okay, you know?
Thank you.
It's a matter of survival for these people.
So, right, and as we kind of established before, I think if you are in another country and you have no other means and you need to eat an animal for survival, then it's based on a different moral justification. But here in the U.S., where you and I are right now, there is no moral justification
in that case,
for it.
I suggest that everyone who lives in this country needs to get out a little bit more.
Thank you so much for this great conversation.
I'm not, completely disagreeing with your idea. I see what you're trying to do, obviously. But due to like what I'm used to, I don't see myself switching to that because it's just, grew up around that all my life. So I'm gonna eat my regular pizza, all that. I do think that what y'all doing is healthier. I probably will switch if I'm like 58, but.
58? What stops you from going vegan?
Well, I don't eat meat every day. I just go by whatever I feel like. People like Coke, people like Pepsi. I fluctuate.
So what are some of your favorite vegan dishes?
I like the enchiladas at Ha Ha Ha, stuffed squash at Peace Food, pizza at Double Z, Van Leeuwen vegan ice cream. Just went there last night.
Okay, I guess the next question that I have for you guys is, do you think it's weird for adults to drink breast milk past the age of infancy?
Nah, I wouldn't say weird, but like, I ain't gonna lie, cause if you think about it on like, at the end of the day, we're mammals, that's just, part of what we do. But I think like...
What other mammal breastfeeds from their mom past infancy?
When you say it like that sounds crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking like, it's breast milk. At the end of the day, I don't know, bro. If it's not in a carton,
Okay, let me phrase it this way. Would you drink your mother's breast milk? now? Would you drink another woman's breast milk right now?
No, bro.
No? Okay. Would you drink breast milk from a dog?
Huh?
What? No.
Would you drink breast milk from a cow?
See, I knew.
I felt that coming.
Yay! We won! Let's celebrate!
I think it's a great start by not consuming the animals every day. However, the animals that you do still eat still suffer immensely when it's just unnecessary for our survival.
Artistic Pizza on 3rd Street, vegan. Fiore on Bleecker Street, vegan.
You guys are so awesome. Well, it was very nice meeting you.
I'm not going to chase my money.
Maybe one day. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one. I think Washington Square Park is going vegan, so that's all that matters. Yeah, I'll keep calling people out on their BS. So until next time, guys, this is Jamie's Corner, and thank you for watching. Bye!